but I am screen recording with my microphone on just in case something does go funky with the stream. So here we go. We are ready. Second period. Tommy Spencer at face-off dot. He's ready. William Topka will be as soon as he gets over there. Maybe. I'm not even sure if the referee is freaking ready to drop the puck, but nope, the referee's not even ready. That's what we're waiting for, because they have the red light on the scores table. And once that turns off, then they can play. Although it sounds like there might be some penalties. Nope, okay, it looked like it, but I think we're ready to go. Spencer and Tomka on the draw. Tomka wins it, and we're off and underway here in this second period. Puck will be thrown back behind the net there with Aronson. Aronson feeds it out towards center ice. Spun around Lasky, feeds it on over Tommy Spencer. Here's Ryder Reynolds with it, flinging it into the hand, quite literally, of Matej Tupley. Tupley sends it out towards center. Boy, Tomko and Lasky go boom, boom into the boards. Something I know they like to do, but anyway, here's Cam Karen with it. Karen out towards center. Karen is a Karen, I can't confirm. Here's Reynolds with it now. Reynolds back behind the net. Ryder Shea will handle this one. Cole Hiles is there. Hiles picked up Igor Kim back behind the net. Hiles now taken there by Charlie Vig. Vig tipped Luke Gehry with it. Luke Gehry there for Shane Gold off the boards. Here's Trey Jeffress up the left side. Jeffress in. Shot. Save made by Shaker. And then Jeffress gets thrown into the boards. No penalty there, because why would there be? Here's Lance with it there at center. Lance, 2-on-2, feeds it on back to Charlie Vig. A shot save made by Ryder Shea. Face-off will come to the left here of, I almost called them Urbon, but it's Ryder Shea. Haven't said Samuel Urbon's name since last season. But the goaltenders, they always wear the same damn numbers, I swear. It's 30, 31, 32, 33, 35. I don't think I've seen a goaltender wear 34, at least none that I can remember. Oh, wait, Mika Kippersoff did in the NHL, I'm pretty sure. That's the only one I can think of, though. Here's Vatne with it. Vatne intercepted there by Stanius. Stanius sends it out towards center. Poyer feeds it on over to Mason Stanger. Stanger picked up Tanner Morgan. Morgan out towards the blue line, picked up there by Lenny Geiger. Geiger on to Dallas View. Picked up Tanner Morgan, was there again. Morgan sent down into the corner. Back behind the net, Dallas View's there. He's pinned up against the boards by Yorku. Yorku isn't very cool, I know that. Here's Stanius with it. Stanius out towards center. Stanius shot save made by Ryder Shea. Face-off will come to the left of Ryder Shea, as we have 3 Omaha fans pass right behind me. Stupid people, I tell you, stupid people. Here's Dakota Bailey with it out towards the blue line. Solano now back behind the net. Picked up Ryder Reynolds. Here's Dallas Potter with it. Now Henrik Lasky. Jammed down there in the corner. Can they break it free? No, they can't. Well, they're There goes that to Izrailov. Izrailov sends it out towards that. Oh, a big hit. Anderson, now Lasky and Henderson going after each other. Oh, drop the mitts. Drop the mitts. Now Lasky is going after one of our other guys. Who's that? Christian Lyons? Probably somebody had him in a chokehold. I know that. Boy, and Lovell's out there, his former team. You better watch out. Although Lovell's as small as you can get when it comes to in terms of. Henrik Lasky's going to the box, as he should. Yeah, George Lovell, 5'5.5", and he's only 123 pounds. He'd get destroyed because he's a traitor. Played with us. We got the better person out of it, Dakota Bailey. That I do know. Charlie Viggs yelling at the referee. Henrik Lasky's going to get a penalty, as he should, for being a jackass. Anderson, perfectly clean hit, and then he tries doing that. Then Lasky tries to retaliate. Just stupid. He is stupid. Charlie Viggs trying to plead his case, but it's not going to do him any good. God forbid we can't make clean hits in this league. Now Muskett's talking with the refs now. Looks like they will announce the penalty. There will be one. So that means Sioux City's going to have a power play, and Sioux City's 1 for 2 tonight. Oh, there's going to be a review for a major. So Henrik Lasky could possibly be thrown out of this game. I hope to God he is. I know that. Because Anderson laid out a big hit on Izrailov. And then Lasky retaliated on Max Anderson, which that's probably one of the worst decisions you could ever make. And then he just throws him up against our bench. I mean, Henrik Lasky, just a disgrace to this Omaha club. They've already had problems the last couple of years with their franchise. They don't need crap like this going on now. Because Poliski and Potter are both now in the box. While Potter comes out, Poliski stays in. Yeah, I didn't see anything that would warrant a major, but, you know, maybe they must have seen something the Muskies did that we didn't. Oh. There you go. So Henrik Lasky's tossed out of this game. Because he's got a 5-minute penalty. Oh, wait, no. Well, now they only give him 2. So who's got 5? Who's got 2? That's the question. You couldn't really hear the referee. So Lasky, yeah, he's out of this game. Because he got a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. He missed the door. Yeah, there he goes. Lasky didn't like it. In fact, he was yelling at the bench, our bench, on the way off. I mean, good Lord. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes because Potter's in the box because, God forbid, we can't stand up against our own guy. So he's in the box for 2, and then the Muskies will have the power play for 3. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. The Muskies will have a power play for 3 minutes. So 3 minutes is better than no minutes as far as I'm concerned in this case. Boy, a 5-minute for cross-checking. I don't think I've ever seen a penalty like that ever. At least not a cross-check that went for 5, I mean. But there new things happen around here all the time, so you can't really be all that surprised. Face-off will come to the left of Shakir. Or Shaker. Not Shakir. Shaker. Well, it should be Shakar, but, you know. I didn't name him, so I wouldn't know. Okay, so Potter got cross-checked. Okay. You betcha. You betcha. Well, Omaha's got the puck, and they just scored. It'll be Konjevich, and he's tied this baby up. Potter still has to be in the box, though. Sit down. There you go. Face-off will come, well, right back at center now. It'll be Karen and Musket at the draw. Let's not get too excited. It's only Konjevich's second on the air, so. You shook me all night long. Well, people are about to get shaken up, I know that. Shot wide of righter Shea. Puck sent up towards the left side there by Poyer. Finn D. St. Hebert with it behind the net. D. St. Hebert mishandled there by Reynolds. It rolls off the boards. Well, it would have gone for an icing had there not been a couple of guys there. Because, of course, there just has to be. Here's Jeffress with it now. Jeffress. Out towards center. Here's Mason Stanger with it. Stanger, nice moves. Stanger! Boy, he was able to get out of a knot. Although he gets basically thrown into the boards. I don't know what's going on, but. Markinitis with it. Markinitis feeds it on over Trey Jeffress. Uh-oh, we're going to have a penalty coming up. Hooking's the call, and it's on Sioux City. Go figure. Or no, it is on Omaha. Well, take that. Hell yeah, Markinitis goes to the box. 4:31 time of the goal. 4:41 actually. So we're actually going to have a power play for, well, we'll still have it for about 3 minutes, but so just 24 seconds and Potter will be out of the box, but then we'll have 5-on-3. Of course. Well, puck's immediately cleared down ice. Shea will handle this one. So this could be 5-on-3 here. We saw Sioux City kill a 5-on-3 earlier on tonight. Here's Luke Gary with it at center. Luke Gary feeds it on over Elias Vatne. Elias Vatne out towards the blue line. Vatne feeds it on back to Tomko towards the blue line. That's Tomko. Back for Shane Gold. Musk's back at full strength, and we have 5-on-3. Puck sent up into the netting and out of play.
Fans, let's go to the top of section 106 for our IPP bundle. Okay, we are drawing for the week bundle. Go ahead and put down a name there, young lady. And the winner is Lori Gibson. You won a week bundle. And now we're going to draw for the
Face-off will come to the left here of Shaker. Vig will take the draw with Anderson. Shoot. Whoops. Face-off's one. Puck will roll off the boards into the hands of Shane Gold. Now, don't be passing it around. Take a shot if you need to. Here's Vatne with it. Vatne feeds it on back to Gold. Gold back to Tomko. Back for Gold. Gold. Slap shot save made by Shaker from Vatne. Here's Vatne again in the corner. Feeds it on out to Shane Gold. Gold on Tomko. Slap shot got blocked by Konjevich. He can't clear it out. Here's Tomko with it. Tomko Down there for Anderson. Anderson on out Luke Gary. Nice pass across. Could not connect with Thoughtenay. Boy, if Luke Gary just would have shot, he probably would have had a goal. Here's Gold with it. Oh, Anderson couldn't. Well, he made the connection, but he was just too much out of non-angle, and that one's into the penalty box. Out of play. Oh, little kid got the puck. So nice. Now what do we got, I wonder? Because a couple players from the Muskies were pointing at the scoreboard. For what, I don't know, but... Face-off will come to the right of Shaker. Well, we can't drop the puck. We can't drop the puck because the one referee's at the scores table trying to figure out what the hell's going on. That's what's holding this whole thing up. I think the Muskies might have wanted to challenge something. There. I don't know what the issue was, but something stupid. It's normally what it is. Face-off's won by Jeffress. It gets back to Tepley. Tepley feeds it on to Mason Stanger. Stanger, 2:09 left to go on the power play. We'll have about 41 seconds left of 5-on-3. Here's Tepley at the blue line. Tepley feeds it on to Stanger. Back to Tepley. Tepley down there for Dallas View. Here's View in the circle. View on a cross. Oh, Tepley, a shot went wide. Here's View with it in the corner. View on back to Tepley. Tepley to Stanger. Stanger in the circle. Well, down there, Geiger couldn't get a handle on. Stanger scores! Mason Stanger! Power play goal! A 5-on-3 goal! And it's 2-0! Boy, for Mason Stanger, let's see, that'll be his third goal on the year. First on the power play, and that's a 5-on-3 goal. We still have the power play for 1 minute and 43 seconds. Muskies have the lead back, folks. 6:23 time of the goal. Now what? Oh, Omaha's challenging for goalie interference. No, there's no goaltender interference on that one. He literally didn't even get touched. Well, now their coach Ron Fogarty is talking with their goaltender Shaker, telling him what an idiot he was for challenging that. I mean, why? Didn't even touch the guy. Didn't even touch him. But sure, might as well challenge it. It's not going to help you any. All Lenny Geiger did was just jump in front of him. Didn't even touch. Yeah, it's just a good script. I swear, though, if they call this off. Go on, Fagan. I honest to God, dare him to call this off.
It's the Western Iowa Dairy Alliance score for scoops. I think it's a goal, so we're just going to let it draw for it. So here we go.
Well, here we go. They're going to announce it.
It is
there! Yes! Finally, Fagan made a good call! Now the Muskies have the lead. It's 2-1.
Emily Boyle, you just won scoops. Scoops for a score.
Oh, I was going to say, that got called off. Good Go out with the bang. Pucks take it back behind the net there by Ryder Shea. Now Shane Gold with it. Muskie still on a power play for 1:25. Let's get a second. Let's get another one. Here's Tomko with it. Tomko. And it's cleared. Jacob Solano cleared that one. Now it's Ryder Shea behind the net. Shea plays it to basically nobody. Luke Gehry does pick it up, though. Vatne with it. Vatne feeds it on to William Tomko. Tomko into the hands of Vatne. Oh. Vatne with it. Vatne feeds it on back to Gold. Gold back to Tomko. Tomko. Oh, Solano had a chance shorthanded, but that Vatne was there. Are they going to call it on Omaha? They better, because he got, yeah. Solano is going to go to the box. Yes, so Sioux City, boy, they've had the power play now for the last probably 3 or 4 minutes at this point. High stick is the call. So the Muskies back on a 5-on-3. Oh, it's only getting interesting. It's only getting interesting. We've got Jeffress, Geiger, Tepley, View, and Stenger. Get another one on the power play. Why not? Jeffress will take the draw with Charlie Vig. Jeffress wins the draw, gets back to Tepley. There for Stenger at the blue line. Stenger feeds it back behind the net. Jeffress is there. Jeffress on back. Geiger shot. Shaker got a piece of it. Here's Stenger with it. Stenger feeds it on over to Matej Tepley. Here's Tepley down there for View. View. All fanned on it. Gets it to Tepley in front. Save made by Shaker. Stenger. Oh, View lost his footing trying to get the puck. He does have it at the blue line. 10 seconds left on 5-on-3. Here's Stenger with it. Back there for Jeffress. Shot save made. Shaker. Rebound loose and it's cleared. So as Rayloff comes out, it'll now be just 5-on-4. Here's View with it on Tepley. Oh, View right out there in front. Couple of nice shots. Where's the puck? Well, the net's off. It's Moritz. And Tepley is going after it with Konjevich. Konjevich started it. Let him go. My goodness. Watch it. We're going to get called for a penalty. I'm telling you. That's normally how that works. Yay. Okay, I got to start keeping a better track of all these penalties, I'm telling you. So face-off will come in front of the Musketeers bench. It'll be Morgan and Tomko at the draw. Oh, Tomko wins the draw. Here's Shane Gold with it now. Gold towards the blue line, feeds it back in behind the net of Shaker. Luke Gehry was there, although he gets tripped up. Of course, they're not going to call that because why would they? Here's Morgan with it off the boards, kept in by Max Anderson. Anderson kind of fans on it. Now it's Tomko. Tomko shot, save made by Shaker, and you can shut your mouth. We got 2 Omaha. Well, there's actually 4 of them. Not in the next row down, but the next row after that. Shots this period 7-3 in favor of Sioux City. But they've held the power play the last 5 minutes. So, I mean, that's kind of what happens. Anderson takes the draw with Charlie Vig. Anderson, well, They're fighting to get it out. Now they do, and Vig clears it. Ryder Shea takes it behind the net, just kind of leaves it there. Leaves it for Shane Gold. Gold spins around a defender, Vig. Gold back for Tomko. At center, Tomko. He's tried to do a wraparound, I think, but here's Tomko. Feeds it on back for Vatne at the blue line. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Got to be careful here. Vig chasing after it with Vatne. Here's Aronson, a shot save made by Ryder Shea, and Charlie Vig takes down Vatne in front of his own goaltender, and that gets karma. Boy, yeah, Vatne was taken down by Vig, and then boom, Tomko slams him to the ground. Vig is going into the box, and of course, we're sticking up for our own guy. We got to throw Tomko in too, because why not? So we still have the power play for 7 seconds. Oh, there we go. Got him on the kiss cam. You got to love that one. Charlie Vig smiled, so clearly he's into it. Boy, this has just been a crazy second period. Oh, please. That was just retaliation. That was all it was, but... So 9:18 time of the penalties. See, the rivalry has come alive with the sound of music. Izrailov will take the draw with Musket, excuse me. Lyons down there in the corner, feeds it on off Tavares. Who cares? Puck will roll back behind the net there for Musket. Musket out there in front. Boy, I think he was trying to get it to somebody. Had no shot of it, but there's Lance. Feeds it on back. Izrailov out towards center. There for George Lovell. Lovell with Gavin Carr defending up. Oh, and he's hit hard. Normally that would have been a penalty, but not in this case. Daniil Booten, nice toss to Christian Lyons. Here's Lyons to Booten. Tip just wide. Boy, if Booten would have got a handle on it. There's Musket. A shot just went up high. Booten does have it behind the net. Booten in front. Musket scores! Tyson Musket! 3-1 now. Boy! Most people think he just does the dirty stuff, but no. He also scores goals. And it's 3-1. Boy, for Musket, that'll be his 4th on the year. Omaha, you can sit down and shut up. 10-11, time of the goal. Three to 1 now, boy. Here's Drake Graham with it now. Graham. On back Tanner Morgan up the right side. Morgan. Dakota Bailey battling with him. Taken there by Travis Poliski. Or that was Potter, rather. Excuse me. Boyer tipped. Taken there by Stanger. Now Morgan's around the blue line, taking Dallas Potter now. Potter, 3-on-2. I like this. Here's Bailey. Shot just went wide. Here's Stanger again. Into the hands of Ryder Reynolds. Feeds it on over lefty Markinitis. And all alone, there's a shot. Save by Ryder Shea! On Jack Stadius! I don't think that's his 10th, but 4th, sure. Music to my ears. Heck yeah, we are. Although I don't think they're open for Thanksgiving. Aronson immediately off the draw, shot went wide. Findy St. Hubert with it. Picked up Spencer, shot went wide. Aronson back, Findy St. Hubert. Now Ryder Reynolds. Shot got blocked. Now another shot was stopped by Shea. Rebound. Set off the boards. Botnay tried to get a touch on it, but he couldn't. Hear Spencer behind the net. Aronson there for Botnay. Puck's in a scramble for Botnay. Ryder Reynolds takes this one. Reynolds fanned on the shot. Here's Dallas View. Can he get after it? Yes, he can. Here's View. Oh, nice moves, but Geiger on the rebound still couldn't get it. Wrap around in front. Geiger couldn't make the connection. My God. Here's View with it. View to Tepley. Tepley, just shoot it. My God, Geiger. Rebound, where is it? It's down there somewhere, tangled up. My goodness. Shaker's on the, and they're starting extras afterwards, because why wouldn't they? We got to take a break. I need a break. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. He's just faking it.
There is no such thing as the perfect tour. TWA learned that 22 years ago when we began working with travel agents on European tours. So, we offer literally hundreds of tours to you. No matter where you want to go, no matter how much time you have to spend, nor how much money you have to spend. With so much to choose from, it should be very easy for you and your travel agent to find the perfect TWA tour for you. And now's the perfect time to plan it. Come in and take a tour of our tours.
Welcome back. 8 minutes left to go here in the second period. Muskies with a 3-1 lead. Boy, we needed a break after the last 5 minutes. I'm sweating in here. Boy, Shaker, he was down. He's barely on his feet, but he still looks shaken up. I don't know where he could have possibly have gotten hurt unless he pulled his groin or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how he could have got... Well, and he was way out of his crease, too, so he should have been expecting it. Face-off will come to the right of Shaker. Tomko will take the draw with Charlie Vig. Face-off's won. Here's Tomko. Back for Gold at the point. Shot went wide. Tepley with it. That one went up high. Into the netting and out of play. Face-off will come to the left of Shaker. Vig will take the draw with Tomko. Tomko wins the draw, comes back to Tepley. Off the boards, trying to keep it in. Jeffress feeds it on out to Luke Gary. Gary to Gold. Shot save made by Shaker. Loose in front, taken there by Cole Hiles. Heil on over Igor Kim at center. Kim spins around a defender, although Gold almost putting him into the boards. Here's Tomko with it, whacks it out towards center. Lance was there. Luke Gary chasing after him. Nice pass there for Charlie Vig at center. Jeffress takes it to Luke Gary. Back behind the net. Jeffress was there. Vig feeds it around the boards there for Luke Gary. Gary in the circle, back for Jeffress. Graham in his way. Now it's Jeffress spinning around Kim. Jeffress, a shot, save made by Shaker. Boy, this Omaha Lancers fan sitting 2 rows down from us, she's really getting on my nerves. Her team's losing. She has nothing to cheer about. Like, come on. So she's just got to cheer on, how good the goaltender is, although he's let in 3 goals on 15 shots. So that'll show you how good he is. Tanner Morgan will take the draw with Kaysen Musket. Booten feeds it on back to Christian Lyons. Lyons back for Booten. It's on Gavin Carr. Shot save made by Shaker. Now Musket gets it on out for Booten. Booten, Musket. On back to Gavin Carr. Carr to Lyons. Carr at the blue line, sends it down into the corner. Tavares behind the net. Musket's there. Stanius up the right side for Tanner Morgan. Morgan. Now Stanius again. Just kind of spins around center and throws it back in. Gavin Carr, a little whack. Tanner Morgan feeds it on out towards center. Ooh! Foot race with it. Booten, Ryder Reynolds actually lost his footing on that one. Here's Markinitis with it. Markinitis, nice pass. Shot went nowhere. Here's Anderson into the hands of Booten. Feeds it on out. Dallas Potter towards center. Here's Potter. And he plays it offsides.
We'd like to recognize
Gotta love that sometimes. You gotta love that call.
number 27, Lenny Diamond. Happy 11th birthday to Jacob Fernandez. And happy 8th birthday to Brandon Martin. Thank you all for spending your special day.
Face-off will come right in front of the penalty box across from the Sioux City bench. Potter and Tanner Morgan at the face-off. Drop it. Thank you. Don't know why it takes him forever to drop the puck, but lordy lord. Here's Robs. Oh, yeah! Anderson, a hit on Findy Saney Bear. You gotta love it. Oh, he hit him again! Here's Tager with it off the boards. Riker Reynolds is there. Then he gets sandwiched between Anderson and Bailey. Taken there by Potter at center. Stanger whacks it back in behind the net. Boy, that's 3 hits on him. Boy. That'll leave a mark in the morning when he's eating his turkey. I know that. Boy, and Riker Reynolds gets thrown into the boards by Dakota Bailey, and that's going to be a penalty. After 3 tremendous, perfectly clean hits, the 4th one kills us. God. Oh, the linesman lost his footing. Now Cole Hiles and Travis Poliski try going after each other. Hiles wants a fight. I don't know why.
Sioux City, minor penalty for boarding.
I've seen worse boardings than that haven't been called, so. To turn my sheet over because I don't have any room because I have a game sheet and I ran out of room. There's been so many penalties. I mean, my goodness. So Omaha on the power play. Let's see how much of a disaster this is. Here's Lance, feeds it on over to Cole Hiles at the blue line. Back from Lance. Back Tanner Morgan behind the net. Morgan. Back from Lance. Here's Cole Hiles with it. I've noticed Omaha's power play and Sioux City's power play are roughly similar. Oh boy, bad bounce, but Shea was paying attention and he covered it up. That's all that matters. 4:38 left to go here in the second. Face off will come to the left of Ryder Shea. Karen wins the draw. Here's Morgan with it in the corner. Morgan back for Lance towards the blue line. Lance back to Cole Hiles. Hiles on over. Markinitis. Shot got blocked and it's cleared by Max Anderson. Shaker will leave it for Lance. He rolls behind the net. Lance couldn't connect with Hiles. Tipped by Tepley, and that will go for icing.
It's an adventure staffing icing.
Although it shouldn't have, because there's no icings called on penalties, so that shouldn't have. But okay. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. Face-off will come to the left of Shaker. Karen and Musket at the draw. Karen did win it, by the way. Here's Lance. Feeds it on over there for Markinitis. Couldn't connect with Karen. Now Tupley was there. Here's Musket chipping it off to Jeffress. He's the one to give it to. When you're shorthanded, Jeffress off the boards. Back for Tupley. Tupley off the boards. Back behind the net. Shaker leaves it there for Lance. Lance just kind of skates slowly towards center. No pep in his step at all. Here's Aronson with it. Aronson. Shot went wide. Although there was 4 defenders there, so that could have been worse than it was. Here's Vig behind the net. Luke Gary covering him. Stanger was there. Now they're in a scramble for in the corner, taken there by Aronson. Out towards the blue line, Aronson. Back for Kim, a shot save made by Shea. 3:08 left to go here in this second. Coming up on our intermission break, we'll have a recap of the second period and take a look at some scores from across the country. Nothing too different from the first. So, yeah, because except for a whole list of penalties. Uh-oh. Shaker needs a new goalie stick. He can go without a stick. I'd like to see how that would be played. So finally, he gets the replacement. I don't know why. He could just play without a stick. Why not? That's all right. Goalies go without their sticks all the time. I mean, what's the big frickin' deal? Buskey's back at full strength. Bailey out of the box. That means trouble for Omaha. Because Bailey clears it down ice. That's why. Puck's picked up there by Drake Graham. Behind the net. Vatney now takes it. Vatney feeds it on back. View gets tripped up. Of course, they ain't going to call that, because why would they? Here's Graham feeding it out towards center. Aronson. Little poke check. Aronson on back. Karen. Shot went wide. Spencer with it. Oh, he gets obliterated by View. And I mean obliterated. On Ingles' shot was stopped by Shea. He kind of deserved it, though, so I'm not going to complain either which way. Here's Lenny Geiger. Feeding on a little poke check taken by Cole Hiles. Now taken back the other way by Vatney. Now into the hands of Ryder Reynolds. Who wants the puck? That's the question. Geiger now for Cole Hiles at center. Spencer now picked up View. Maybe. They're battling for it in the corner. Here's Vega. Shot save by Ryder Shea. With 1:53 left. Boy, Ryder Shea, his first home showing is doing, well, it's going pretty damn good so far. 1 goal on 14 shots. 8 of those coming in this second. I'm on fire! Face-off will come to the right of Shea. Face-off's 1. They finally do get it free. Here's Vindy St. Bear with a shot that went wide. Right, Reynolds gets obliterated. Here's another shot that just went wide. Thank goodness. I thought that might have went in the back of the net. Cole Heil's shot was stopped. Now Findy Saini Bear poked up into the air. Anderson in the corner. Now it's just jammed up there. Why not? They battled for it. Both teams do. Omaha, they came up with it, but Sioux City gets it right back. That's Anderson back behind a Musket. Musket feeds it on Travis Poliski. He gets sandwiched between two Omaha players as Rayloff fans on the shot. Poliski picks it up in the corner. 67 seconds left to go in this second. Musket popped up to the air. Boy, his Rayloff tried to play the puck, but then he just lost his footing. Here's Vig. Pass across into the hands of Shane Gold, but he gives it right back to Omaha, because why not? Wrong team. But here's Tupley with it down there in the corner. On back for Max Anderson. Here's Anderson. The Musket. Can't get it back to Anderson. Ryder Reynolds with it. Here's Tanner Morgan with it. Morgan. Shot save made by Ryder Shea. Tupley now with it. Tupley feeds it on over to Trey Jeffress at center. Jeffress can't quite break free with it. That's Lance with it back behind the net. Lance, 20 seconds left to go. Lance, pass across, could not make a connection. Konjevich, now Markinitis, pass blocked. Tomko, a little poke check. Comes out in front, Markinitis. Here's Poyer with it now, Poyer. And that'll do it. 3-2-1. Sioux City in the lead. They have not won at home so far this month, so it's going to be good this third period, I have a feeling. Let's recap that second, because it was madness, we'll just say that. So many penalties. We'll start out at the 3:05 mark. Henrik Lasky went in. Well, he got a major for cross-checking. That's what happened. And then a game misconduct. Dallas Potter went in at the same time for cross-checking. Then at 3:13, Nikita Konjevich scored from Cole Hiles and Reese Lance. That made it a tie game at 1. 4:41 mark, Lefty Markinitis went in 2 minutes for hooking. 6:23, Sioux City retook the lead with Mason Stanger scoring from Lenny Geiger and Trey Jeffress. That made it a 2-1 game. 7:25, Mark Jacob Solano went in 2 minutes for high sticking. At 9:18, Charlie Vig went in 2 minutes for roughing. Well, so did William Tomko. Then at 10:11, Kason Musket scored from Daniil Booten and Christian Lyons. And then Dakota Bailey went in for a penalty, but we're just going to ignore that because it's irrelevant. Final, Muskegon beat Team USA earlier today 6-4. Right now, Lincoln has the lead over Tri-City 3-0 with 15.5 to go in this third. Well, in the third. Not this third, but. Fargo leads Sioux Falls 4-1 at the end of the second. Dubuque leads Des Moines 7-2. They're just getting started with the third. Right now, tied up at 1. Chicago is at Green Bay. NHL scores from across the country. Well, it looks like Capitals are going to get the victory versus Winnipeg 4-3 with 13 seconds left in the third. 7:16 left to go in the second. The Blackhawks lead the Wild 2-0. In the intermission, first actually, Avalanche lead the Sharks 2-0. 8:11 left to go in the first. The Canadians lead the Mammoth 1-0. 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the Senators are at the Golden Knights, as well as the Canucks at the Ducks, and the Stars at the Kraken. Predators beat the Red Wings earlier tonight, 6-3. Lightning beat Calgary 5-1. Flyers beat the Panthers 4-2. Devils beat the Blues 3-2 in overtime. Bruins beat the Islanders 3-1. Penguins beat the Sabres 4-2. Rangers beat the Hurricanes 4-2. Maple Leafs beat the Blue Jackets 2-1 in overtime. NBA scores now from across the country. We've got to update them. 93-91, the Thunder lead the Timberwolves. With 4 minutes left to go in the sixth quarter. Or with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. My goodness me. Pelicans lead the Grizzlies 113-104 with 6:03 left to go in the fourth. The Rockets will be at the Warriors coming up shortly, as well as the Spurs at the Trailblazers and the Suns at the Kings. Celtics beat the Pistons 117-114. Knicks beat the Hornets 129-101. Heat beat the Bucks 106-103. And the Raptors beat the Pacers 97-95. College basketball here. 79-71, Auburn leads St. John's with 1:17 left to go in the second half. College basketball now we're at. Louisville leads NJIT 52-20 at the halftime. Michigan leads Gonzaga 27-14 with 11.5 to go in the first. Texas leads NC State 25-23 with 7:08 left to go in the first. Maryland is at Alabama at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on the nose. 81-76, Kansas beat Tennessee earlier tonight. Then Kentucky beat Tennessee Tech 104-54. Houston beat Notre Dame 66-56. Iowa State beat Syracuse 95-64. Texas Tech beat New Orleans 82-50. Vanderbilt beat Western Kentucky 83-78. This is going to be a monstrous third period, I'm feeling. It got really intense during that second, but we'll see what happens. We'll take a break. We'll come right back in about 12 minutes. So 10:15 Eastern.